Well, the first thing that hits me is the fresh air, right? You've got this cold, crisp mountain air, and it immediately kind of like wakes up the system. But then the second thing I notice is obviously like the beautiful view and the mountains. And right around like that 6:30 o'clock when we go to swimming, the sun is just starting to come out behind those hills, and so it's reflecting off the mountains in front of me, and it's just breathtaking. And honestly, if I could choose one place to train, it'd be here. Well, with here, it feels like you've gotten to a place where everything revolves around those trainings. When I'm in Bratislava, not everybody that I interact with is on the same schedule as me. You know, every person that I talk to here, we all know what we've done yesterday, what we're going to do, what we've just done, what's waiting, our goals, our expectations. We know each other, and we're all athletes. And so we're in this environment, even in this city. It's like this is where they hosted the Winter Olympics. They're going to host it again. There's going to be a race here tomorrow. So everybody is athletic and everybody knows what it's like to live the sport. And so just coming in here immediately, you can see with the bikers going around, they have a wonderful 50 and 25 meter pool. So this environment is built for you to flourish in it athletically. You don't even have to do anything. You can be here, you're an athlete. More or less.
So I'm worried that since I've been sitting all day today, like maybe I have some muscles that are like shortened or perhaps they're more stiff than they would be. Because during the run I didn't feel any issue, but I know that like when I was kind of walking around I felt as though I had some stiffness.
Okay.
As for my back, I was doing the stretchings they had showed me earlier, the sleeper stretch for example, and I think that helped. So I don't think it's in too bad condition. You can like take a look at it, but mostly just like the legs.
So I'm just checking the tension. Because usually, I mean, she has the right side, that's the problematic side, and I can feel it now with my hands that it's more tense, and especially the lateral, the outside, usually it's painful for her, and yeah, I'm just like comparing, you know, what it feels like and what it felt like 2 days ago. We did some work, so yeah, she's better now.
Nachádzame sa 2 týždne po Kielce v rakúskom Welse. Dianu čaká druhý štart Európskeho pohára, teda ako ja hovorím, 3. kategória, 3. liga. Čakajú druhé preteky, je to šprint, nie je to super šprint, kde má väčšie šance ako mala v Kielce. Nikde sa neponáhľame, Diana má len 19 rokov, ako som na začiatku povedal, je ešte juniorka. Bolo by super, keby bolo do 10. miesta a strácala ten rešpekt a získavala rešpekt superiek. Toto stále si za tým stojím. Toto je pre mňa top, najviac dôležité. Jej mentálna stránka, mentálne nastavenie.
Also, lieber wer jetzt Zeit hat zum Start
I'm not underwhelmed, but I'm like satisfied. I have this internal sort of sense of, okay, I've got this. I know that I'm capable on the swim, capable on the bike, and capable of the run. Plus it's this is the race that I already know. I'm here for the third year, so I know what it's like in the water on the bike. So I felt like for the first time, the race wasn't me just reacting to stuff happening, but I felt like I was an active part of it. Like I was actively shaping and pulling on the bike. The run, I knew how to set my own tempo, how to gradually overtake the girls. And same with the swim, I knew where to go with the current, how to turn around the buoys. So I felt like I was in more control than I usually would. So it was like a calm and satisfied feeling, but at the same time, the intensity of the race. So it was a good mix of something that I really like, and I would probably want to carry that on to the future.
Ty vyhrávaš vtedy, keď je to ťažké. Keď to bude ľahké, keď to bude bežecký pretek, keď tam bude 23 báb, tak je to bežecký pretek a je to o tom, kto má lepšiu bežeckú formu. Ale keď to bude ťažké pre všetkých, ty vyhrávaš. Ty toto si musíš dať do hlavy.
Vlastne, že najťažšie, aby to bolo.
Presne tak. Super.
I am happy with the result. That's what I mean. Like it's, okay, obviously everybody wants to be first and then everybody else wants to be second and everybody else wants to be third. But I know that it's part of the process, and I think that I had tough competition. I knew that going into it that a lot of those athletes were good runners especially. And so I knew that, it wasn't going to be easy and done and said and finished. And so I'm satisfied with how I performed, and I think the 5th place is a good result for this race. And yeah, so okay as in I'm happy. Sport is this one art, but people get to it from different points of life and from different views. And so I think that's kind of made me reflect upon it, as it's not as intense and aggressive, but it's also something that's just, it's insanely powerful to you. It's like something that feeds your soul. So that's the book that I've been reading.
Ahoj, zdravím všechny příznivce triatlonu a jsem Honza Čelůzka, jsem reprezentační trenér českého triatlonu a momentálně jsme na soustředění v Livignu v nadmořské výšce přes 1800 metrů. A je to pro nás takové soustředění v půlce sezóny, jsme tady nějaký teďka zhruba 10 dní, ještě nás další týden čeká, takže je docela náročné. A přidala se k nám tady i slovenská kamarádka Diana, která přijela teda trošku později, protože měla závody. A jak jsem říkal, je to docela náročné, včera jsme měli těžký den, kdy na kole jeli nějaké úseky na FTPčku, dlouhý běh. Dneska jsme tady na bazéně, centrum Frederiky Pellegrini, vidíte, že nádherná šestidráhová 50, vedle ještě 25, takže co se týče podmínek si nemůžeme stěžovat. Počasí nám přeje, takže zatím naprostá spokojenost.
Did training meet your expectations?
No, I was a few seconds off on the last one, but I'll talk with Maros and I'll see what he says. Lactic acid was 3.0, so I was in the right zone, but I had a high heart rate.
Ahoj Maroš. No, prepáč, že som predtým nevolala, akorát som plávala, ale chcela som vlastne len prejsť s tebou ten beh, lebo laktát mi meral čeldo po druhom kole, som mala laktát, že 3, čo je, áno, akože je to super, že som bola v tej zóne, ale ako vidíš, že som mala pulzy veľmi vysoké, že 179, 183, 185, 7.
Ale to vôbec nevadí, to je práve, že dobré.
A plus som išla pomalšie, než som mala ísť o 2 sekundy, a o 2 sekundy, o 4 sekundy a o 6 sekúnd.
A, o 6 sekúnd, viem. To vôbec nevadí, Dia. Ty tam potrebuješ dať len ten podnet. A ten si spravila.
No, ale
ďalej,
som nešla to, čo som mala ísť, takže teraz neviem, čo mám z toho brať, že je to tak ako ten bike, že proste nedokázala som to. A mne sa to nepáči. Teraz neviem, že čo mám mysleť aj o tých tréningoch, aj o sebe. Že keď útorok pôjdem ten bike ešte raz, tak uvidím, ale proste vieš.
Diana, ja som rád, že si není tréningový typ. Si pretekársky typ, ale ešte si to tam nedala nikdy. Lebo, jak som pozeral v Holtene, aj v Welse, dievčatá tam padajú, vieš. A ty dobehneš, ako keby sa nič nestalo, a si tam sadneš. A to je na tom super, že ešte to tak nemáš. Ale som rád za to, chápeš?
No ja viem, že v Holtene som si sadla, lebo som bola sklamaná, nie že som bola unavená, to viem.
Áno, no.
Hej, ale akože napríklad v Welsi som bola unavená.
Diana, toto je stále tá cesta.
So I'm 5 days into this training camp and I have 4 days left to go. All I can hope is that this will still be able to give me some boost to my performance. I'll be able to go into the next race not only well rested but also stronger. And so I'm excited to see what the next race will hold.
Japanese athlete that was behind her just crashed into her. So the Swedish girl went down and then the Japanese girl right behind her, and I kind of, well, I mean, I ran over both of them. So my bike fell on them and I fell in front of them.